The night is a different country. For the men and women of Special Operations Command, it is their native soil.
It is a place where technology, training, and willpower bend the very fabric of human conflict. This is modern warfare.
The wars of the 21st century are not fought on grand battlefields defined by maps and static front lines.
They are fought in the shadows, in the digital ether, and in fleeting moments of intense, close-quarters combat. This is a world of asymmetric advantage, where a single operator projects the power of a nation with precision tools.
But the shadows are contested. The adversary is learning, adapting, and innovating. This is a constant, evolving arms race. Technology has democratized lethality.
This is the story of an operation balanced on that eroding edge, beginning not with a gunshot.
It was a single string of corrupted code that truly threatened to unravel the entire global order.
It begins at Fort Meade, Maryland. We are inside the fluorescent-lit, climate-controlled sanctums of US Cyber Command.
Here, the battlefield is not measured in miles, but in petabytes. The weapons utilized here are sophisticated algorithms. An analyst, a young Air Force first lieutenant with a background in complex systems theory, suddenly flags an anomaly.
It is not a brute force attack or a clumsy phishing attempt. It is something far more elegant and sinister. A strange new protocol is appearing in the secured communications of multiple, disparate commercial shipping conglomerates. It is a ghost in the machine, a parasite riding on legitimate data packets, invisible to all standard security.
It doesn't steal data. It doesn't destroy systems. It simply listens.
The protocol, dubbed Charon's Obol by the analyst, maps logistical weak points of the global supply chain. It is specifically targeting the narrow, congested maritime choke point of the Sulu Sea between the Philippines and Borneo. This waterway is a river of commerce, tankers carrying liquefied natural gas, and container ships laden with electronics. These bulk carriers are a heavy-laden lifeline for the major economies of Japan, South Korea, and China. The Charon protocol is traced not to a state actor, not to a known terror group, but to a shadowy private entity.
This entity calls itself the Meridian Applied Research Group. They are a cutout, a corporate shell, but their digital fingerprints are sophisticated.
Their sophistication rings alarm bells all the way to the Pentagon. Meridian is not just recognizing it.
Intercepted, high-level communications, cracked only after weeks of quantum computing resources.
In layman's terms, they are developing a system to hijack, disable, and ransom the world's most critical shipping.
They are using a revolutionary combination of GPS spoofing, engine control exploits.
This is not piracy. This is economic warfare, a sophisticated new weapon available to the highest bidder.
The intelligence is fast-tracked, briefed in hushed tones within a sensitive compartmented information facility at Joint Special Operations Command. The problem is no longer digital. It has a physical component. Meridian has established a forward dark site in the Sulu Sea. The digital whisper has now become a tangible, physical threat that must be answered by real-world operators.
The initial tasking falls to Task Force Blue, the naval component of JSOC, drawing assets from DEVGRU. The mission is deep ISR, intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance. They need eyes on without leaving a single footprint.
A Virginia-class fast attack submarine, the USS North Dakota, glides silently through the deep channel.
It is a standoff platform, a mothership. From its modified dry deck shelter, a team of 6 SEAL combat divers prepares.
Their platform is not a boat, but the SEAL delivery vehicle, the SDV Mark 11, a 22-foot mini-submarine.
The men are on closed-circuit rebreathers, emitting no bubbles, no sound. They are untethered from the world above.
They are navigating by inertial sensors and a Doppler velocity log, the water a cold, oppressive, and dark blanket.
Their target is a retrofitted oil platforms, Ouroboros Station, the nexus of Meridian's physical operations.
The SEALs approach from the deep, ascending the platform's massive steel legs in the dead of night. The water is murky.
Their movements are slow, deliberate, each fin kick a calculated expenditure of energy. They are not here to fight. They are here to see, to listen, to plant the seeds of the enemy's destruction. One diver attaches a limpet sensor.
This sophisticated pod, disguised as a cluster of barnacles, will begin to siphon data, mirroring the very traffic detected.
2 other divers ascend the cross-bracing, climbing hand over hand, their bodies slick, emerging from the water like phantoms.
They move to the lower deck, their weapons remaining slung. Their tools are high-resolution thermal imagers and directional microphones.
They document guard patrols, sensor blind spots, power conduits, and the surprising presence of heavily armed professional security forces.
These are not local pirates, but men moving with the disciplined economy of ex-special forces, likely European or South African. But the most critical discovery is in the water. The SDV's sonar operator detects movement. It's not marine life. He pings it with a focused, low probability of intercept burst. The return is chilling. Dozens of autonomous underwater drones. These AUDs are patrolling the platform's perimeter in a complex, interlocking swarm pattern. They are the guard dogs.
They are small, shark-sized torpedoes equipped with high-frequency sonar and, as the team would discover, interdiction charges.
These charges are designed to disable, not destroy, intruders. Meridian has built a layered, autonomous defense.
The mission changes instantly from intelligence gathering to simple survival. The SDV team leader, a senior chief, makes the call.
Talon 1, active.
Talon 1, package is delivered. Egressing. We are active. That single word, active, sends a jolt through the chain of command.
The SDV, running on silent battery power, begins its slow, methodical retreat into the deep channel, the AUDs moving. The AUDs move on their patrol routes, unaware, for now, of the ghosts that just slipped through their net.
The data from the limpet pod and the debrief from the SDV team paint a terrifyingly complex picture.
Ouroboros Station is only the C2 hub. The real threat, the brain of the operation, is on a jungle-choked island.
The island, Tartarus, hosts the primary server farm, the drone C2 center, and the quarters of the project's lead architect.
The island itself is defended by a layered system. The AUDs in the water, surface-skimming aerial drones, and mercenaries.
The problem for JSOC is no longer just a capture/kill mission. It is a multi-domain operational puzzle. A frontal assault is impossible.
A submerged approach is now guarded. Any overt action, like a cruise missile strike, is politically untenable.
It would create an international incident, kill the engineer, and leave the core technology, the software, to be salvaged or sold. The mission must be a surgical C-section, extracting the baby, the engineer and his data probe, while leaving the mother intact.
The mission is handed to the 1st of Special Operational Detachment Delta.
But they cannot do it alone. The plan, Operation Midas Touch, is a symphony of specialized capabilities, a true joint operation.
It will involve Delta Force, DEVGRU, the 160th SOAR.
Phase 1 of the assault falls to the Air Force combat controllers. 2 days before the main assault, 2 CCTs will be inserted.
They will be inserted via a high-altitude, high-opening jump from a C-130, well inside friendly airspace to avoid detection.
They are the first in, the unseen guides. They exit the ramp into the thin, Magus 50-degree air, their oxygen masks freezing.
They fly their canopies for over 20 miles, navigating by starlight and unencrypted GPS, their bodies rigid against the cold. Their target is Objective Charlie, the sandbar. They land in near total darkness, their parachutes collapsing into the surf. They sanitize the beach and move to the island's meager high ground. For 48 hours, they will not move.
Their job is to set up concealed weather sensors, a laser target designator, and a high-bandwidth burst transmission satellite antenna.
They are the eyes that will guide the storm, and the lifeline that will call for help if the storm breaks.
As the Pathfinders lie in wait, the assault force stages. Task Force Green and Task Force Blue conduct final rehearsals.
Every man rehearses his job until it is muscle memory. Breachers calculate the exact explosive weight for a thermal breach.
The 160th SOAR pilots, the Night Stalkers, practice their routes on simulators, flying their modified MH-60M Silent Hawks.
These are not standard helicopters. They are equipped with classified noise reduction technology and advanced terrain-following radar.
The go order comes on a moonless night, with a rising tide and a low cloud ceiling. Perfect insertion weather.
Far above, an RC-135 rivet joint and an E-8 J-STARS aircraft orbit, their massive sensor arrays soaking up emissions. The first kinetic move is silent. Task Force Blue, the DEVGRU team, launches again from the submerged USS North Dakota.
This time, their SDVs are not just carrying ISR teams. They are heavy, laden with charges and assault elements.
Their target is Objective Alpha, the Ouroboros station. They must hit the platform exactly 90 seconds before the main assault.
Their primary mission is twofold: neutralize the mercenary force and, critically, gain physical control of the communications hub.
The SEALs ascend the platform legs, just as they did in rehearsal. This time, they emerge at 4 different points.
The first sentry on the lower deck doesn't hear a sound. He feels a hand on his shoulder, and then nothing.
The fight is clandestine. They move with suppressed HK-416s, clearing the lower decks, the crew quarters, the mess hall. The combat is intimate, brutal, and fast. The SEALs use their warfighter heads-up displays, networked to an overhead drone.
Within 4 minutes, the platform exterior is secure. The assault moves inside, to the control room. The breacher places a water charge.
The specialized charge uses hydraulic pressure to pop the hinges without a massive explosion. The door implodes. The seal won't.
Get down! The 2 Meridian operators, pasty-faced technicians, surrender immediately. The platform is secure.
Objective Alpha, Midas, Midas, Midas!
The go signal.
They are flying so low, their rotor wash whips the ocean. They approach the island from the blind side, invisible to radar.
Aboard are 20 operators from Delta's A Squadron. A 3rd aircraft, an AC-130J Ghost Rider, Spooky 71, orbits.
The pilot of Spooky 71 gets a feed from the Pathfinders on Objective Charlie. Pathfinder 1, I have 2 targets, moving.
The CCT on the dune, peering through his laser designator, whispers. Spooky. Targets are confirmed non-combatant, local wildlife.
The Silent Hawks don't land. They enter a 10-foot hover over the jungle canopy. The 20 Delta operators fast rope.
They are a cascade of shadows, landing on the jungle floor with a soft thud. They zero their gear, form a perimeter.
They begin the 1-kilometer offset patrol to the bunker complex. This is Delta's specialty, the long walk through hostile terrain. Their night vision turns the world into a monochromatic green hell. Their point man uses a thermal imager to scan. After 40 agonizing minutes, they reach the hardball, the edge of the cleared perimeter for the bunker complex.
And this is where the plan fragments. The J-STARS aircraft detects a new variable, an unidentified surface contact, high speed.
It's a fast attack craft, likely a Q ship
from Meridian Security Force. It was not on any intel brief.
All units, execute immediate.
The DEVGRU commander on the platform cannot let that boat reinforce the island. He calls for immediate fires. Danger close.
Spooky 71. The AC-130J pilot banks the massive aircraft. Spooky is in the turn. The CCT on the sandbar lasers the boat.
Laser is hot!
The AC-130's fire control officer locks on. Firing, 105. The horizon.
The threat is gone, but the element of surprise is gone with it. The explosion alerts the garrison on Tartarus Island.
On Tartarus, the Delta commander changes the plan. We're breached! Assault! 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 Assault!
The East Asian male breacher on the bunker's main door places a frame charge.
Breaching!
The explosion is deafening. The 300-pound steel door is blown inward. The Delta operators flood in, a violence of action that is overwhelming.
They dominate the room with light and sound. Black female technicians are on the floor, zip-tied, but the mercenary force responds.
Clear! Clear!
The fight moves from a room-clearing operation to a bunker-clearing drill. The corridors are a fatal funnel.
I'm hit. I'm good. Move it. Moving.
Meanwhile, the situation in the water is deteriorating. The explosion has triggered the Charon Protocol's autonomous defense. The AUDs go active.
They are no longer on a simple patrol. They are hunting. The DEVGRU SDV is suddenly pinged by a fire control lock.
Talon 1, we are being paided. Evasive maneuvers.
But the AUDs are faster, more agile. An AUD has detonated.
We have impact. Starboard motor is dead. We are venting.
The SDV, now a 12-ton coffin, settles on the seabed at 150 feet. The 6 SEALs inside are trapped.
Mayday, mayday, mayday!
This is the friction, the unforeseen disaster that deafens modern warfare. The mission is now split, assault and CSAR.
This is a job for the Air Force pararescue jumpers, the PJs, staged on an MH-47G Chinook for just this contingency.
Antares, Delta has reached the lab. Reach the front door.
The powering engineer.
But the fight isn't over. The mercenaries have counterattacked, trapping the Delta element in the lab, blocking their only exit.
The bunker is now a tomb. Colt 1, this is Spooky 71. I am Shack on your roof. What do you need?
Spooky, we are ammo critical and pinned down.
This is a hot extract. The 160th must land their Silent Hawks on the bunker's roof, a target under heavy fire.
The AC-130 walks its 30mm cannon around the bunker, a ring of steel to keep the enemy's heads down.
The helicopter touches down. Its landing gear groaning.
They emplane, slapping the side of the bird. Last man, go! 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 The helicopter staggers into the air, tracers zipping past.
Simultaneously, the CSAR for the SEALs is underway. The MH-47G Warlock 1 arrives and drops 4 PJs into the sea.
They are the world's most elite combat medics and divers. They descend 150 feet, following the pinger from the downed SDV.
The 6 SEALs inside are alive but on the clock. The PJs attach a high-pressure airline, venting the sub.
One by one, they inflate the lift bags from their own scuba tanks. The 12-ton SDV shudders, groans, and then begins its ascent.
It surfaces like a wounded whale. The Chinook, Warlock 1, hovers 10 feet above, its rescue hoist lowering a harness.
The operation has lasted 28 minutes. It is a tactical success, but a chaotic, on the razor's edge affair.
Task Force Blue has survived. The CCTs on the sandbar, their job done, are the last to leave, snatched by a little bird.
The Midas Touch force retracts, a reverse symphony of helicopters, planes, and submarines melting back into the night. The debrief is a quiet, sterile affair. The operators, stripped of their 80 pounds of gear, are just men, exhausted. The engineer is handed over to the other government agencies, the intel guys. The recovered data confirms the worst fears. Meridian was weeks away from selling their package to a rogue state. The operation prevented an economic catastrophe. But there is no victory parade. In the world of special operations, there is no war's end, only the next mission. A pause before the next descent into the dark, into the country that is, and always will be, their own. The night.